pirate jokes?
Nope.
No.
No. I'm sure I know some bad ones, but I don't feel like sharing them.
I don't really want to. They're all so punny, you know. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, what's a pirate's favorite activity? Heart. Yeah, it's just I don't want to get into that. Okay, we're done.
All right.
So, Uncharted 4 is the next big game coming out.
Yeah. You
not
played
excited?
any of their Uncharted?
Nope.
They're still
What
Uncharted
are you
territory
here
you.
for? Get out of here! Brought you on board because I thought maybe you were a gamer of some sort.
Just MMO PCs,
Just
that's all he
MMO.
plays.
MMOs, and now I'm getting into the real-time strategy
Mobile games.
On the phones.
destroyer of souls,
Yeah, the
first-person shooters.
first, I've played all of them.
Yep.
I liked all of them. I kind of fell out though. Like I was like, all right, 3 is good enough. And they even I think they even said like, okay, we're done with Uncharted. And so now that they're announcing this, it's like, oh, like, is the writing going to be good? Is the story going to be good?
It's still the same people, but
Yeah,
Amy Hennig left, but
yeah, that was the original writer, right? For all 3, correct?
she's worked on all 3, yeah.
I thought she did all. Oh, she went to Tomb Raider. She did Tomb Raider, right? No, she did not. I thought it was her too.
No, she's working on a unspecified Star Wars game now, I believe.
Huh.
But there's 2 other main guys in Naughty Dog that worked on Last of Us and Uncharted, and they're running this Uncharted 4. It's called A Thief's End, so I think it's the end of Nathan Drake, whether or not he dies or whatever. But
Maybe he just retires.
yeah, but I
Or
feel
maybe
like
he
he's done
stops
that.
stealing.
I feel like he's done that enough. He's like stopped,
Yeah.
but something always comes up. This time his brother's in trouble, and that's like the catalyst for
So
moving along. But yeah, I just replayed them all with the Nathan Drake trilogy or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
It's fun.
that's what I started in, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, you know, played them all before.
But I hadn't beat any of them
Yeah.
before, so it's cool. They're enjoyable. I think I like the new Tomb Raiders better, but
I haven't
the
played
new Tomb Raiders
newest
weren't
one.
a thing when Uncharted started. But Uncharted was kind of rehashing the original Tomb Raiders, and it's gone
Right.
back and forth a couple times. But
Yeah.
I'll have to get on that.
Well, Tomb Raider's out for PC, and I don't think I have it. Rory does. With,
interesting.
yeah.
Well, how about that? I'll have to share his
The
library.
new one is fun. It's good.
So have you guys played Ark Survival Evolved?
I downloaded
Yes.
it, played for 30 seconds, and quit.
Why?
It's just, I don't know. It's
I didn't know what to
Hard.
do.
it's like pre-release, and
Yeah.
it's nothing tells you what's going on. And
Yeah.
It's-
Well, you're
it's
like
really hard, yeah.
you wake up naked on an island and then a dinosaur eats you. You're like, okay, well,
Cool.
that's fantastic. Well, it's survival. You have to survive. Okay, cool. How do I do anything?
Yeah,
Like, how
I
do I
couldn't figure
like?
anything
Okay, I
out,
picked
so.
up a stick. Can I do anything with it? Is there like an option,
Nope.
like break it down or tie it
it
together?
just
to
didn't feel very intuitive to me.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
It's really not.
and it's not out yet, so
It will never be out. It's like all these pre-release games where it's like, oh, you can buy it now before we launch,
Right.
and it will never launch.
Yeah.
10 years from now, it might be like, okay, here's the final finished product.
Apparently, they settled a lawsuit that's been raging for months. Quote Kotaku. The terms were not disclosed.
They never are.
with Ark.
He said
Yeah,
all
with
of
Ark.
Ark. I think somebody was suing them, or maybe they sued somebody. I don't know.
Glad we
Oh,
cleared that up.
okay, yeah. So
Maybe they sued
Ark
someone.
was looking for $600 million. They settled for 40. Is what they said. So maybe they were. Yeah.
Who the hell would they sue that has that kind of money?
I don't know.
Microsoft, I guess. It's
Oh,
interesting.
You're making a game that's kind of like ours, like every other pre-release survival game that's out there, like Dying Light and H1Z1 and
Right.
Rust. There's so many where it's like the game's not launched. We're not launching
Minecraft
it.
was like that forever. It was like one of the first playable maybe it'll come out eventually.
Yeah. So that's why it's.
I mean but that's the biggest game in the world, so
Yeah.
that money-wise. So
I don't even understand how that works.
There's
I
a
don't
breach
get
of
it.
contract.
good old breach of contract.
Yeah. Poaching employees. So Trendy was, I guess, a company best known for developing Dungeon Defenders.
Nice.
I played maybe 5 minutes of that and was like, this is a pile of crap. I don't like it. So good on you, Trendy. And then so they sued Wildcard and whoever. Anyways, they sued because they were poaching. Wildcard was poaching from Trendy, their developer team, and I guess breach of contract or something like that. So great, awesome. Who cares?
Cool. Maybe they can use that money to launch the game.
Yeah,
instead of final
finally.
date.
I really don't like the prepaid stuff, or the early release or early access stuff. I really don't like it. I think it's a way for developers to get a ton of money and just like, all right, we got it. You know.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't- it
Like they
just
will
doesn't-
never.
yeah.
They will never.
They're
I mean,
never
there's
gonna
so many
complete it.
games that are like that now, where it's you can be part of the pre-release and you
Yeah.
get early access,
Yeah.
and you can play the game as it develops, and then you do that, and it's just garbage.
And a lot of people get really involved in the game, like they really get into it. They'll put in 200 hours in the Arc, and then they'll do a complete wipe because they'll start over or something. They're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what were you guys expecting? It's an early release, it's not fully out. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna wipe servers. Yeah.
Yep.
It happened in 907 Gamers, same thing, just a couple months ago or something.
Yeah.
After
They
we
were. Yep. So I'm in that group as well, and that's when I stopped playing. I was like, well, that's right. I guess it is early release. So I paid for it. I got the discounted price because it's early release. I'm gonna wait till they decide to launch it, and then I'll come back to it.
Right.
So in 15 years, when Phoenix is 21, I'll start playing the game again with him. I guess. I don't know.
So, did you play Bravely Default for the 3DS?
Yes, and I didn't get very far. It seemed like something I would be interested in. It's like turn-based, old school JRPG. I just didn't get into it. But the second one's about to come out.
Yeah, second one's coming out.
I want to go back. It feels like Final Fantasy to me with all the really complex classes and jobs and
Now,
swapping.
what kind of battle system is it?
It's like it's old school, it's turn-based. Like you have like
Okay.
your little timers and
Okay.
it's
I
like
like that.
a 16-bit Final Fantasy game. Basically, it's not 16-bit, but that's
Right,
how it
yeah.
plays.
I like
So
that.
yeah, I mean, I felt like something I would get into. I just didn't at the time. And,
I really need to get a 3DS because I've been kind of late on that for a while. I have a DS, like I've had all the DSs, and
You've
then
got a
3DS
DS
came out, and I really enjoy it. Some people are like, it makes me cross-eyed or something, but I'm like, I really love it.
it's fine.
you know?
You can turn it off.
Yeah,
The slider's like right there. I usually play with it off, the 3D, but then when the cutscene happens or something cool, like you just slide it, pop it right up, and it's like there's no delay or anything.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like about it. And now the new one, you don't even have to worry about it because it tracks your eyes wherever you are. It
I don't
adjusts
have
for
the
you.
new one, but
Yeah. So I really that's what I'd like to get is check
it's
that
got a
out.
really strong game library. Not like
Yeah.
stuff coming out all the time, but
Right.
its backlog is pretty good.
Yeah. I had a 3D phone that eventually I broke, and I was floored by how you could just look at it and it's all three-dimensional, and you could. It appears that you could reach in and
Yeah, it's interesting.
it's really cool technology, and I think that they need to explore that further. Honestly, nothing. You don't have to wear anything. You don't have to do anything. It's just straight on.
Yeah.
The problem with that is nobody else can look at it. Like if I'm
Right.
playing in 3D mode and
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
hey Maggie, look at this. I have to like put it in the right position.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause if you're like just a little bit off, it's like
Yeah, it's crazy. It looks crazy. So it is for one person, but I think that I think there's value in it personally. So
I find it exhausting to play with it on all the time in 3D because you literally can't move your head. You have to move your hands.
Right.
But it sounds like the new one might be
the
better.
new one
but
solved that problem.
So.
They really did. So
Cool.
um,
How much is it?
they're not
beyond
very
my
expensive.
impression, I don't know.
I think they're under $200.
Are they under two? I thought they were.
You can buy the
under
Wii U
three.
for like $200.
Oh, well, they've got to be then.
Yeah.
I've been playing my 3DS quite a bit lately. The Fire Emblem games came out a couple of weeks ago, a month ago maybe. There's 2 of them.
Check into that. Then.
Those are real fun. It's turn-based strategy.
Maybe see about getting that for
Yeah, it's
for the
just,
kids.
For the kids, yeah.
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 This is the best gift I've ever given you. Now let me use it.
Now,
Yep.
go dance in front of the TV screen.
Yeah, I like it.
That's the only thing that I'm worried about is buying stuff like for
It's
Phoenix.
got hinges and
He'd flap, crack it right off.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
So, this is interesting. I just read here. 960 gigabyte SSD. You would think would cost a bunch, but you could get it for $188.
Yeah, they're
That's
doing.
kind of crazy. A terabyte.
Yeah, they've
you
come
know.
down a lot.
I'm really impressed.
Though when I first saw SSDs, and that was the first thing, the first SSD drive I bought was a 32 gig, and that was like $200.
Right.
And it was
Yeah.
just a boot drive. That's all you used it for, was just to boot up the computer faster and shut down faster and all that. Open applications faster, like the internet. But
that application, the internet.
yeah, like I mean, like your different stuff. Like you can open your programs to open through the SSD, but yeah, and then they were like, oh, 500 gigabyte SSD drive was the biggest drive you could get at the time, and it was $4,000.
That's crazy.
And that was like
Yeah.
7 years ago. So I just saw it as
Yeah.
and now you can buy them terabytes for under $1,000, which is nice.
I really like the SSD hard drives. They really improve. First, they really improve the consoles. So PS3 has some of the fastest RAM ever made, and it's called XDR RAM, and XDR. Some dynamic RAM, right? And it's really fast. I think it's at 3.2 gigahertz, clocked at 3.2 gigahertz. They only have, I think, 128 megabytes of it in there in the console. But I mean, imagine
That's
a
huge
imagine
margin.
that being your computer, and I mean, this is like 1-to-1 ratio of processor. Usually you have a processor that's downclocked to match, whatever RAM you have. But
it's not bottlenecked and all that.
Right. And so they use the cell processor, which is 8 cores, and this XDR RAM, and that's why it performs so well. But its limiter was always the hard drive, and because you're only as fast as your slowest component. So when you put an SSD in the PS3, like, everything is instant. Loading times. I had Dark Souls 2 on the PS3, and 4-second load times compared to 16 to 30 seconds. I'm like, whoa, that is crazy. And I mean, for everything, every little level that everything that had to load, it was 4 seconds. Boom, and it was insane. And because of that, like, I feel like just the console was an improvement on its own. So, and then I put in a SSHD is what they're called. It's a hybrid.
It's hybrids.
Oh yeah.
Because those come in terabyte.
Yeah,
side.
and
Those
that's
are
what I have
cheaper.
in there is a terabyte, and love it in my the PS4. I never have issues with loading or anything like that. It's real fast. Generally, anything that I have on the console itself. Now that's the other thing is disc-based games. You're still going to see that slow response because the reading
You're
time
almost
for
fast
the
as the
disc.
reader, yeah.
Right, but if you're playing straight off, whoa, it just spit everywhere.
It's cool. I don't mind.
It's cool.
It's a very
Arr!
very piratey thing.
Yeah, it's just the wind
I'm
blowing.
squashing bugs and whatnot that are
yeah.
coming off this.
There's
yeah.
like little spiders
There's little,
that I've
little,
seen.
yeah, that's what I said. I've squashed 2 right here, 1 there.
Yeah,
one
I mean,
there.
I cleaned this off as well as I could, but who knows what's actually in there.
We got all sorts of.
There's
critters.
probably an infestation, like, celebrating.
Tree.
They're like,
Yeah, I
they're
mean-
like, we've been waiting to get inside the house. Finally, it has happened.
He's giving us reason.
Yeah.
Let's jump
Cut it
on
right into your family.
Yep. There's probably some fungus in there that's spores that are releasing right now. It smells a
You're
little
gonna
funky.
start The Last of Us. That's how it all started. Someone
This
brought
is
a
it.
barrel.
into the home.
Somebody put a barrel inside their home.
Yep.
I mean, ship. We're on a ship.
Well, it's a ship home. You live
Ship
on the
home.
boat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see what I'm saying? There's 1, 2,
Quit it.
3,
Yeah, they're all over the place.
4.
Fascinating.
Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about, so let's move on. You could buy a Hot Ryu for only $900.
A what?
Hot Ryu. Look at this
What's a
guy.
Hot Ryu?
It's a sculpture.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Oh, good lord!
Yeah. He's ripped.
You can buy him for.
You can buy him. how big is this statue?
It better be life size if I'm paying that kind of money.
1/3 scale version.
Oh, that's so he's like a midget.
Yeah,
I guess we can't use that. We could have a protest of midgets at your door.
Yeah.
If you hear this.
Small person.
Small persons.
Small. I don't know. I've always said midget. I don't think. I don't know, man. It's PC. We're not even going to talk about that here. We're pirates.
We're PC pirates. That's kind of a pun because I actually am a PC
And
player.
pirate stuff.
And I'm a yeah, and I do pirate stuff.
Oh, when is Star Ocean coming out? For God's sakes.
Star Ocean.
Yeah, the next one. You know. We had it in some of our previous episodes, and I just forgot when all that's happening.
I had the schedule pulled up, but now I don't. So I do now, though.
There's a Steam game about dating older men.
I'm sure it's
That's
not
up
the
right
first.
up your alley there, Mark.
Perfect.
Steam PC. Try it out.
Let me guess, it's a Japanese release.
Probably. I mean, there's a ton of Steam games like that.
I saw that on your shared library.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
I saw a few of those, and I thought to myself, should I install this and play
You
this?
should. They're just novels. With,
Are they? The Sakura Swim
Yeah.
Club? What's that all
Oh,
about?
that one I don't know. Oh, no, that one is a novel, yeah.
Don't open that one.
Don't, whatever you do! No, you can open that one.
Don't watch
that
it.
one's fine.
If the kids and
I'm
Chris are
totally
around,
I'm totally into those.
I know you are.
Those,
Look at that. I saw all that
I see it on
stuff that
here.
you're into, and I thought to myself, Dima, you dirty man.
I don't know what you're talking about, but all right. What is this? Oh, there is no Eco 2, nor will there ever be.
Eco?
Was that a
The dolphin? Echo the dolphin?
no Eco?
Oh, Eco.
Yeah, Eco, ICO.
I never played the first one, so.
I played it, but I got stuck and stopped. I liked the Shadow of the Colossus a lot better. I beat that. Actually, Christelle really enjoyed watching it. She thought it was really cool. I like that game because there is no, like, you don't have to level up. You don't have to do anything. You just go find these guys. You know, there's nothing in the way. You don't have to fight all these
It's just
monsters for
bosses,
no reason.
yeah.
Yeah. Just a massive puzzle, you know. I like that. I enjoyed it. I think Dark Souls actually took away from that in some respect, and then they just threw in monsters and stuff, and
Right, little
puzzles,
pathers.
and landscape. Yeah. Because some of the bosses are kind of like they kind of remind me of
Very
that. Yeah.
colossi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really like.
Atmospherically.
Yeah, I enjoy the whole climbing on the boss thing. That's what I really like about
Dragon's Dogma?
Dragon's Dogma. Yeah, are they coming out with anything with that? Are they coming out with a second one?
I haven't heard anything.
I thought I saw.
Well,
Something.
Dark Arisen, isn't that not too long
Yeah,
ago?
that's an expansion though. It's not.
Right,
It's not
yeah,
second
so
one. I
Steam
really
alert.
It
enjoyed
means
that.
they're, if they're just working on that, they're probably not very far along in a sequel.
They didn't just release that. It was like 4 years ago, man.
Maybe it was re-released on something or something. I don't know.
Oh,
I
it
just-
just got released on PC.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah.
PC
HD.
Steam was like, hey, you want to
Yeah.
buy this game? It's $40.
They're fun games. They're kind of Dark Souls-y, hard.
I really liked it. I thought it was good. I like.
Yeah, they have a climbing mechanic.
And they have climbing. You could jump. You could. Yeah, I thought it was great. I'd like to see more of it. They have the online version as well, straight only in
Okay.
Japan, strict in Japan. You have to play over a. How did I play it? I think I did a whole like. I forgot.
Sneaking about.
Yeah,
Sneaking about the system.
have
It was
like
all
a,
still most
a
of it in
mask or
Japanese and
something.
stuff, right?
Yeah, they've done a really
All
good job of translating it though. They're just the fans themselves, and they just released the language packs here and there, and they actually done really well with that. And
I watched you stream a little bit of
Yeah.
it, but yeah.
everything is the same. The mechanics are the same. I thought they'd be different, and I thought they were until I started slowly discovering no, they're actually exactly the same and better in some cases.
Nice.
There's climbable terrain that you could actually just like certain parts.
So you make that backwards compatible. I might go back
That was really good.
when I need something to play.
Yeah.
The original Dragon's Dogma.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It was a little short, the original one. Considerably kind of short. It seemed, at least to me, it seemed a little small. The map was a little small. But then when Dark Arisen came out, that really expanded on it. I really liked that map. And because there was no real map of what you were doing, it was more you were just in a dungeon crawling around basically. But it's kind of crazy. I mean, at the very end, you happen upon a city, you know, and actually there's more to it than that before then, you know. So I really enjoy it. There's maybe I'll put it on the green screen. I don't know. Maybe not. Back there on the TV on the ship there.
On the ship, yeah.
Got a TV on a ship. It's old style.
How are we getting
Rear
power?
projection.
It's powered by parrots and coconuts and
Powered by wind.
Cages.
yeah,
Coconuts.
Coconuts.
I see.
Are we Caribbean pirates or are we like Spanish pirates?
What kind of pirates do you guys want to be?
Butt pirates.
Butt pirates?
I'm a PC pirate.
But pirates don't butt pirates. I don't know about what
Guess
pirates
we-
do.
Yeah, well, I don't want to go
You
into
don't
that.
want to know what
they collect the
pirates
booty?
do.
If you gotta,
Oh yeah.
if you gotta,
They're all
ask,
about the booty.
You can't
They're
afford
all
it.
about that booty. All right.
Hmm.
Where are we sailing to?
South.
We seem to be stuck, like in an eternal loop of nothing.
Yeah. Ocean's
Oh.
big, so you
Ocean's giant.
get lost.
I don't know. Where do you want to? Where are we gonna go? We could start a game of D&D right now.
There is a pirate
Pirates.
game coming out soonish.
Is it Black Flag?
No, that's already out.
That's been out a while.
No, it's like a big developer's making it. It's gosh, I can't think of it, but yeah, I think it's within the end of this year.
We
early
came
next year.
really unprepared
Yeah.
today. It was,
When are we gonna talk about Life is Strange?
Oh,
anytime
Did you play
you
it?
want, but
I did.
I haven't finished it.
What?
You gotta finish it.
I've
before
only
next
finished
episode.
episode 1. Have you finished it?
You've only finished episode
really? Oh, what?
I played through it
I
as soon as it came out.
Yeah.
The whole
that's-
thing?
Yeah.
Me and Maggie played through it all.
And it's good.
It's real good.
It's really good.
Well, I gotta
It's a
play.
Square Enix game, man.
I
Yeah.
only
Well, I know that.
I only got it because you were talking about how cool it was. And
Yeah.
Now that I know that you only have played through the first episode. I
Well,
kinda
the
wanna
episode
punch you in
1
the
was
throat.
cool. I
Yeah.
thought it was great. And
It's good.
now,
Don't
I
throat
think
punch
I have
it.
it on Steam too, so I'll play it.
Yeah, it's
through
all out
Steam.
now.
I have it on
Yeah.
Steam if you don't, so you should definitely play
We
through it.
both have it. It's
'Cause
either
it's
on
good.
Steam. I think
It's
I have
really
both
good.
on Steam and on my PS3. I just don't want to load up the PS3.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pain in the butt. Not really, but
It's fast.
What? Why is it on PS3, not PS4?
I bought it from PS3 initially
Why?
because that was my purchase back then. It was
Oh, you didn't
before
have
I
a
didn't
PlayStation
have a
4?
play. Yeah, I didn't have a PS4 back then.
Yeah. No, it's good. I really like the choices.
And I think it's on my SSD hard drive, so I have to take out the
The
hard
ending is gonna blow your mind.
Drive. All right,
It's
well,
good. Yeah.
I will.
You can't tell me you saw that at the outcome when you find out everything that's going on and who's actually behind stuff.
Oh, that's not the ending.
That's,
The
that's, what,
ending
I'm,
of episode 4. That's the twist.
that's what I'm saying. The
Okay,
the
yeah, okay.
twist on 4, like episode 4. Oh, it's so good.
It's good.
All right,
It's
okay,
really good.
All right,
And I love that they like the rewind time thing. How they set that up in the
Yeah.
game. Where it's
Sea of Thieves. That's it.
Sea
Rare's
of
making
Thieves.
it. Yeah.
Oh, Rare.
Yep.
That's
Like
a,
Donkey
that's
Kong.
an old
like
Should
Donkey
company.
Kong.
Look up
huh?
videos. Yeah, put it up there. It's gonna be good.
Sea of Thieves.
Yes.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was at last year's E3 or previous year's E3.
Okay.
I gotta check this out now.
Yeah,
Huh.
they're back to making real games and not Connect crap.
Good.
And Microsoft
Jeez.
kind of ruined Rare, but
Yeah. Did they separate finally?
no, they're still
No,
owned by
they're still-
Microsoft.
Yeah, they probably.
Maybe they got their balls back. or
How does that
something.
work? Like they
Handed.
get. I mean, you can't really once you become like acquisitioned.
No, I
How
think
do they,
you
How
have
does it
to
work,
start your own
Microsoft?
video game company,
Yeah,
like
so-
leave and start your own if you want to.
so Rare would no longer be Rare. They'd be.
Yeah.
Epic.
Rare would still be a thing unless Microsoft itself closed it. So.
Change it. We're not quite Rare. We're uncommon.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of happening. Some people left.
We're
and
legend. We're epic. we're not
Some
rare
of the
anymore.
rare people left, started a Kickstarter, and they're making basically a Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor. It's
Right.
called. It's something very similar to that. But anyway, so yeah, they left, started their own Kickstarter, and that game is actually coming out pretty soon.
Cool. I'm looking forward to Dreadnought. Actually,
What's that?
yeah, have you heard anything about it? It's a flight simulator game where it's like spaceships,
Okay.
but it's like a
So like
MOBA.
Elite Dangerous, Eve.
Yeah, it's like Eve.
Okay.
Where it's like, but you have different ships. Like there's different classes. Like there's the destroyer, the dreadnought, the scout, and
So
then you
like-
can level them all
Like
up.
Elite Dangerous and Eve.
Yeah.
Sure.
But it's like a MOBA brawler where it's like a 5v5
Oh, okay.
and you take over planets and stuff. It looks really good.
Different. So
We
more
should-
like
yeah. Throw it up on the green screen.
Or
the
there's
TV.
another one just like that. Now, is it continuous or is it just matchmaking stuff? Is it a matchmaking game?
It's a matchmaking game, yeah. So it's not like an RPG.
I hate those.
You hate those?
I
huh?
hate those. Absolutely hate those.
I haven't been able to get into those
No.
MOBAs either.
I don't
What
know.
are you doing here?
That's yeah.
Giving us a different perspective.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's good.
That's
what we need.
Spreading the genres.
The
the
first
genre spanner.
What was?
I'm here
I'm
for.
trying to remember the first game that I bought that I was like, oh, this looks cool, and I installed it, and it was that. It was just that matchmaking, and it was the first, like one of the first of its kind. And I was like, well, what the hell is this? Like, what? I don't know what's going on. Like, is there like, how do I play this? Like, I'm already in a match. Why? I don't want to be in a match. Where's my? And that's what it had. It was like quick match, select match. You know, I was like, where's my
Yeah.
single player? Where's the story mode? Where's all that? And
I like
there's none of that.
Yeah, I like story mode games where it's got a good story. But that's
I like
the thing
both.
is,
you
like
know?
we talked about,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of time to sit down and delve into it. So
Well-
when I play a game, it's like, okay, I've got 20 minutes. Oh, let's go quick. Oh,
Look,
shit.
here's the thing. Story mode trains me for the multiplayer. So that's where I learned to play the game, so I could play it in multiplayer.
Well,
like Mass Effect, I played story mode first to get the hang of it, you know, and then I went into the multiplayer so I could really increase my skills. But I already kind of, you know, I learned other tactics through that, and then went back to really
My problem with that
kick
is
some ass. Story
the
mode.
story modes don't always. It's not the same. Like
But
Call of
you
Duty
get
Black
kind of
Ops.
like a general. You get a
The
general idea.
story mode for that is completely different. Battlefield, the story mode, it's like, oh, there's all these different kinds of guns and whatnot, and you have these kind of teammates that back you up, and then you go fly jets, and then you play Battlefield multiplayer, and it's nothing alike. There's not the same guns or anything. It's different.
Well, I'm glad I don't play those. So, but no, I just like to have something more. I just feel like I get gypped out of content when it's just multiplayer.
It's really expensive for people to make too. So sometimes they focus on one, sometimes they split their focus
Yeah.
and make two mediocre ones. And
Yeah, that's.
don't
Titanfall 2 is like first Titanfall didn't have any single player.
Right.
Second one is coming out this year, I guess, and they're adding a single player campaign and mech stuff.
So
mech
Titanfall didn't have any single player at all. See, that's another game I would expect that they'd have.
And these are the
something
Call
like
of Duty
that.
guys. The
Yeah,
can't
the
remember
branch off. Yeah.
which team left. It's not Treyarch, it's the other one. But yeah, they left. It was like a bad
Right.
breakup, basically.
Yeah. I almost got that game because I was like, oh man, I'd like
that was
to
one I
check out
played.
this. Yeah.
I had a beta for it, but I played it. I don't like vehicle combat in games. I don't even like vehicles at all. Like
Yeah,
in,
I just
and
do.
I consider horses vehicles also. Like in Phantom Pain, I never get on the horse. I always run.
Yeah.
Because there's so many like stuff you can pick up, and I hate
Right.
getting off the horse.
Right.
Go pick
Just
up
to
and
get
get
back
back
on,
on the
yeah.
horse. And Witcher, I never use my horse.
Yeah, barely ever. Only when I have to go very long distance. I'm like, oh,
And so, like,
I can't warp.
That's why I
to it
never
or
play the
something.
Battlefield games, because there's always tanks and
Right.
airplanes and helicopters, and if you're not in one, you're getting destroyed.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy vehicle combat.